dropping out. The only people that ended up staying was my wife and I. So when it came to TurnKey, it was my wife and I, Tiffany, and Kierra. I will only speak on things that I know for a fact because I know lawyers are involved right now. So I only speak on firsthand knowledge, not some he say, she say. All right? When it comes to TurnKey, that Pennsylvania oil field, people got fucked over. And she told a lie because one of the guys was just in the comment. I don't know who he is talking about I stole the contract. I want y'all to know something. Texas is a single party state. And I'm saying this intentionally because I told Kierra the same thing. All of my phone calls are recorded. I have a phone call with the CEO that we had that oil field contract with, who will tell you they owe him $400,000 for the cleanup for a truck flipping over. One of those lawsuits is a lady suing because she didn't get her truck. The lie that they told her is that her truck flipped over. That wasn't that lady's truck who flipped over. Her truck was in Pennsylvania. And I have the photos to prove it. I have the recorded phone call where they put me on that lady on a call with that lady by surprise to explain the accident. And the lady was asking me, well, Teddy, how did my truck get to Pennsylvania? I said, oh shit, I don't know, because the text messages I have is Frank telling me that he was sending his own trucks out there. Like, it's so much shit that went on. All of those drivers that were out there, if you see those drivers talking about they didn't get paid, those dudes not lying. But one thing that they will not tell you is that Teddy always answered the phone. I always answered the phone. I always told him what was going on, and that was based off what was told to me.
Now I got a question. So she don't have the 140 trucks.
I was working with her doing the IT stuff. So I saw all emails that was attached to TTG. I saw all emails. I've never seen anything. I don't even know what authority. The authorities I know is TTG Logistics because her sister set that one up. That's in her sister's name. I know Capital Choice Trucking. Frank set that one up. That's in Frank's name. That's the two ones from the video. That when we initially started TurnKey, there was a third authority that we ran under. That authority belonged to her cousin. Her cousin is actually in the comments. I won't say her name. We never ran under any authority that was associated with Kierra. I don't know of any authority associated with Kierra. Right? I can, like, if y'all have any question, I can literally answer any question y'all have about any and everything, firsthand knowledge. When it came to those people buying those trucks and the whole truck plug, the dude D who's commenting, me and D talked. D lived down the street from me, right? Those trucks came from an auction. She did not have a contact, some guy, some hookup with trucks. The hookup was D, who knows a guy at the auction who will tell them, hey, these are good trucks, get this one. No, don't mess with that one. Then they will go in and buy the trucks and they will mark it up. And I know firsthand that the average that they were making off those trucks was $13,500. And that came from the person who was handling the paperwork on those trucks.
So all these people that said that they was a part or trying to be a part of the TurnKey program and getting trucks with her and all of that, they got bamboozled. We gonna use the word bamboozled.
Yep. Yeah, they got. But nobody knew what was really going on, right? For me, my job after everyone else left was to work on getting more contracts. That's all I did. It went from doing IT on the side with her to handling getting contracts. But the lie that's being told inside the tribe is that I went in and I tried to steal or I stole contracts. I have the phone call from the guy who will tell you, no, I can call him personally. I still have a relationship with those guys. They'll tell you, I didn't steal anything. So I don't even run the oil field. I do drayage.
That's what the other that's what Trucking Heels do.
Yeah, Tabitha know me. She'll vouch for me. There's a bunch of people in here who will vouch for me. Everyone knows who I am. Like, and everybody knows I do good business. I've never taken a dime from anyone. No one in the tribe will ever tell you that I took any money from them. No one in the tribe will ever say I backdoored them. I messed them over.
So
right?
do you think that, because everything that's going on right now, that's just like court cases that is coming up, right?
And I'm helping every single one of those people too.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus.
So you'll see my name on the affidavits. Giving firsthand knowledge, firsthand witness statements.
And you helping them out. I thank you for that. Thank you for that. Because do you think that a lot of people are scared of the trucking guru and that's why they're not speaking up?
The reason why, what they do, she has a following, right? She has a following. So it's very easy to discredit someone when you have a large following because they take whatever you say is true as fact. So for those of us who don't care about social media, we don't have a leg to stand on because she has the following, right? So she can discredit you and everyone say, oh, she's been on all these podcasts. She has this big following. That must be true. All these people are lying. Well, why would somebody spend that money on a lawyer to be telling lies? It costs to file a lawsuit.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What happened? Were you a part of the Millionaire tour?
I was. I spoke in Dallas for the very first one.
So what happened with that tour? And then one thing real quick, Clarissa, D is on here and they want us to add him on.
Yeah, D just called me right before I got on.
So what happened with the tour?
I was only a part of 2 tours. I was a part of the one that happened in Dallas, the very first one, and I was a part of the second one in Atlanta, but I didn't speak in Atlanta.
Okay.
Did you get your funds from the tour?
I never got paid for anything. The only thing I got paid for was when we did TurnKey, I got a percentage off of the work that those trucks did. I've never taken a dime from her. Anytime I flew to Pennsylvania to negotiate those contracts, the rental cars, the hotels, I paid for that out of my own pocket.
Now, why did you do that, sweetheart?
Because my whole thing is, I always told Kierra when I thought she was legit, I don't want to make money off you. I want to make money with you.
Baby,
right?
I'm sorry. I didn't give a damn about that shit. Nah, you got to remember.
No, I get it. But I operate a little bit differently, right? I didn't care about that. For me, it was my thought is, okay, we have the opportunity to do something really good. You have a ton of people who don't know shit about trucking, but there's the people who were a part of it. My wife and I, we know our shit. We went from starting and dispatching in 2019 to owning trucks. I'm sorry, no, we started in 2020. Now we own trucks. We have our own authority. We run drayage out of the Port of Houston. We do warehousing and transloading.
Teddy, somebody on here said, can I have your info for my own personal lawsuit?
There goes social media right up there at the top.
Shoot me a DM. I'll put you in touch with the people who are working on cases, and I know for a fact they'll reach out to you.
How many cases you think is pending on this situation?
There's 6 that I know of right now.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Jesus.
Let's add D on here too.
Okay, so hold on, Teddy, before you go. Is anybody got any questions for that? I can't see.
Does anybody have? Well, I can see the thing.
Okay, and another thing, Teddy. Do you think that everybody's lying on her?
No.
I don't want to bully nobody. I'm just using my platform to be a voice.
No.
Because I don't. Okay, so hold on. Do you know who I am, Teddy?
I know. Yeah, I know who you are now. My wife introduced me to who you are.
Oh, your wife knows me. Tell us, hey, friend. Okay. So one thing about my platform, I use my platform to say things that people are thinking. They just don't say it out loud. So it can be comedy. It can be something bad. It can be about people not getting paid and from a broker. It can be anything. But I use my platform to be a voice for people who don't have a platform. So when you said that people that have a large following, they can use that and manipulate people, that's not my platform. I get that from you, right? Because no one who you would hope that no one who's doing bad would use their following or even do a live like this for so long, and they're still doing
in the background.
Yeah.
So I don't get that from you. I don't get that from you at all.
Humblest person. I'm very down to earth, but I am a funny girl, so I do be being petty. But I want this message to get out for people can be fully educated on the trucking guru, what she's doing wrong in the trucking community, and how she is feeding these people mind, and they are becoming a victim of being with the Stockholm syndrome, and they are being scammed and just bamboozled. I ain't gonna say scam, bamboozled, allegedly being scammed, but they being bamboozled. I don't like that, and I want to just use my platform to be a voice, because I know it's massive. I know it's national. And another thing, before we put D on, I appreciate you for coming on and even talking about it, because so many people be like, oh, you a rat, you telling. No, you're helping someone else. You're educating someone else.
We never got into this. We never got into this to mess over anybody.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, I was an IT guy, and I've told people I made money. I made a lot of money dispatching. I made more money dispatching than I did doing IT, and I was making 6 figures in IT. Right? I'm not an animated person. I'm very laid back. Like, I joke around, but I'm very laid back. The other people who come on, they're gonna be the ones who talk, and they're gonna be loud, and that's cool. That's their personality. For me, I'm laid back. The only reason why I got on to speak is because I could tell that, okay, you're really trying to help people out, right? So I could tell that you're really trying to help people out, and I already know I'm gonna have text messages coming after this. I'm gonna have DMs coming after this from them.
She watching now. Just tell her, hey.
Yeah, I know. I already got the message saying that she watching. I'm not worried about that, right?
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, I always got into this to help people out. Once we started learning the game and figuring out how these trucks move and what to do and shit, the cost that's involved in this shit, all we ever wanted to do was help people out.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I got involved in TurnKey with them. When they asked me to come, I was like, we have an opportunity to take care of our people, put people who know nothing about trucking in a situation where they can get trucks, they can make their money, and everybody's happy, everybody's good. I'll make a little money on the side. It's a good opportunity. But what it turned into
is out of this world.
Is something that I would have never expected.
And it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
And literally, I have firsthand knowledge on a lot of this.
Oh,
a lot. And her first thing she's going to do is try to discredit me and say I'm mad or I'm upset. But I started earlier. All of my calls are recorded. Anything I say, anything I said or I said to her is recorded. If it's a text message, you know it's there. And I got an Android, so you're not deleting the messages. Right?
I like it.
So anything that I said is recorded. So if I tell you something, if I said something, like I can vouch for it. So if I tell y'all something, it's because I have firsthand knowledge, not what somebody else told me. I can speak on